evening, everybody. I'm just checking everything's working because I've had a move around in the man cave. As you probably noticed, I've got a fan in here because it's starting to get hot in the UK now. And I moved my Terminator up here, and I moved the ET spaceship along, and I've just had a massive change. And you probably noticed that the Spitfire is normally on the shelf there is now empty. I've got one build per shelf at the moment. So we've got Spitfire, Cobra, Mk1a, DeLorean, Super Snake, Peugeot 205. Everything else is underneath this workstation here in specially made containers so they don't get mixed because, well, after the Eleanor, the Zero Fighter, the Enterprise, we've had loads. I was just getting in a complete tangle. So much so that I've actually lost a piece of something. If anyone watched the Eleanor today, one of my headlights is missing, or reflector lights. It's not good. It's not good at all. So don't quite know what I'm going to do about that. What am I going to do about that, Christian?
Let's give it up big time. Hello, Christian from Grantham. Now let's get cracking.
You know what? Hello, Christian. You know what, Craig? I was thinking that. I was thinking perhaps not the intro. I mean, I think it goes 3 minutes. I could go back to 5 minutes, but the Patreon card at the end, that's getting almighty full now. We got the look. I've got my my t-shirt on. Although the microphone sort of clipped it. Look, see, in my defence, I was left uncertain. It actually came today, but for some reason, my one came all the way from America. So I don't know why that was. And hello PJB75, how's it going? As you can tell, tonight we're going to be building the Spitfire, which we'll go into in a second. Let me show you what I was talking about with the... Oops, I'm dropping things. See, things are going wrong already. It's Tuesday night. Things go wrong on Tuesday nights. It's just the way of it. So stand by. We're still streaming, aren't we? Just dropping everything. This is my Eleanor front. And look, I'm missing... Where are we? I'm missing a light. And because I've moved everything around and everything's gone, it's gone. I haven't got that reflector. Now, this is the one that was supposed to be held in with screws, but obviously that didn't work. So, was it screws? Yeah, I'm sure it was screws. And they had the little blue tinge in there. But fear not. I have got in touch with Eagle Moss, and they are sending me pack one again, so that I can actually put that screw in. If it wasn't for a viewer noticing that today, I would have been completely oblivious to it and probably ripping my whole house apart. But needless to say, I was down the bin today trying to find that, which is a pain in the neck. So for the 2 weeks in a row now, things haven't gone right. We've also had the Zero Fighter, which is far away. That build, 10 hours, and it just went completely wrong. And what you see at the end, what I've got, is what looks like the picture, and it works. That's all I'm interested on. But believe me, it's not put together anything like the instructions at the end of it. So I'm glad I've demonstrated you the instructions. But what a mess. What an absolute mess. Michael Green, hello, brother. Your t-shirt probably didn't need a pre-flight COVID test like me. My brother's coming over from Canada this week. So hopefully we'll see you on Friday before you go into quarantine. We'll have to see. But it's fleeting. So, you know, you'd have to wave from your car or something. I don't know how it works. But how the devil is everybody? Is everyone all right? I've had a busy week. It's been very busy. And it's been so busy that I'm having to write my schedules out again about what I'm building. And I'm changing it tomorrow. I did have the Ferrari F40 down tomorrow. But that means we've got 3 car builds in 3 days. And I know we're doing the Spitfire tonight to mix it up a little bit. But I've changed my mind on that. So tomorrow we're going to have the Bismarck, which is going to be issues 107, 108, 109 and 110 all together. We're going to get all of those put in, so that's going to be cool. Hello, Keith. Thanks for the help earlier. Got it sorted. Icto's put away. Oh, that's excellent news. Brilliant. And hello, Bruce. How's it going? After pack 11 of T100, do we still have to pay for the packs to build the stands? You will do, yeah, if you want to build the stand. Some people aren't. Some people are just keeping them the way it is, which is quite interesting. But, yeah, the Zero was an absolute nightmare. It works. My priority, John, was that propeller needed to go round. When I built it the way I did in the thing, it didn't. I know what I did wrong, but I couldn't undo it. It was all glued in and done. So there it is. So I managed to get it so that when I plug it in, the propeller turns, and it kind of looks okay. But God, what a nightmare! If you haven't done pack 2, the Zero Fighter, you're going to need a strong one of these. Trust me. But guess what, people? We've got some merch on the map. So I'm going to bring my map up, because I like bringing my map up. I'm in Corby, And the first place I'm going to go is, let me think, somewhere I used to work. Let's go to South London, Croydon. Yes, I used to have a Blockbuster store in Croydon. In Croydon, we've got Ian Childs wearing the Robots. Everyone's wearing the Robots t-shirt. And I do like the old Dodge. Is that there's a Mustang up here, isn't it? It looks like the Dodge Charger, but that looks like a Mustang frame. It's a Mustang. I can't really tell. It's the GT500. Yes, it is. It's the D'Agostini one, isn't it? See, I'm colourblind, so I'm just seeing the colour then as well. Look black to me. But thank you for that, Ian. I really appreciate that. And the second person, because we've got more than one tonight, we're going to zoom out from Croydon. We're going to go back to wherever I live, which is somewhere up here, Corby Way. And then we're going to go due west to Birmingham. Now, let me get this right. Birmingham, we're going to be going... see, I should know Birmingham because all my family live northwest of Birmingham in a place called Wolverhampton. So, let me think. We want to go... There we go, King's Standing. We're going to King's Standing. And I know you're on chat tonight. So, this is Paul Perry wearing the same t-shirt I'm wearing at the moment. And look at those collectibles you've got in there. Why didn't you... Did you submit me a welcome to the cave? If you didn't, you need to say... Oh, is that... Wow, that's just looking amazing. Is that a shop? I just love it. I love it. It's absolutely brilliant. The more I look at that picture, I keep noticing different things. I just looked at it again and just noticed the unit behind him as well. That was excellent. And then the last one, going on the map. Now this is a brilliant one. This one. We're going to jump across the water. Now, this is going to be Synthflord. Craig, now, I know where New York is, so, right, hang on a second. So I know New Jersey's to the north. Right, bear with me. Right, so we're going to be going up sort of this area, I'm guessing. Stand by. I don't know where you are. There's the New Jersey border there, so it's got to be around here somewhere. Yeah, I reckon you must be around... There you go, Highland Lake is there. So are you around there? Are you around there, Synthflord? Let's show you the picture. How cool is that? Now, if you haven't seen Craig's... Craig has got a welcome to the cave, which just totally blew me away. It's somewhere I'd actually love to live. So, you know, when Mrs. Welder-Wayne throws me out, then I will come and move in with you, Craig. But I absolutely love that. And you were sporting the beard and moustache that I used to have. I used to have one like that years ago. But, you know, I can't... it's keeping it like that. That's the problem. It's keeping it like that. Thank you for that picture, by the way. So at the moment, I still have to shave this area here, this area here, this area here, and this area here. But not a lot. New Jersey is southwest of New York. What? That's New Jersey, isn't it? I'm confused. Oh, this whole area is New Jersey. Newark's New Jersey. This whole area is New Jersey, isn't it? we're going to have things on the map now. We're going to be right by Vernon. So was I near Vernon? Hang on. Vernon. Yes, there's Vernon Valley. So I was near. I must have been bang on it. Kind of. I don't know. Tonight you expected me to build building Spitfires, but no, we're going to have geography lessons tonight. That's what we're doing tonight. Oh, sorry, I did wonder that, Ali, and I made the assumption. I'm sorry about that. So Paul, sorry, I got your surname wrong. I should have just called you Paul. It's Paul Gall. I'm very sorry, Ali. That'll teach me, won't it? I'm going to change it forthwith. And I'll make sure it's on the map correctly. But thank you for submitting that picture. Welcome to the Cave was a video that I used to release at weekends, and people just basically go around with a phone and just show what's in the man cave, and I put it up for everyone to see. If you just type in World of Wayne, Welcome to the Cave, you'll be able to see it there. There's some brilliant caves, but just looking at that room, wow. Where can you order the shirt from? Look at that for a I can't pronounce the word, segue into my store. There's my store there. There is actually a new t-shirt up there, but I believe it might be out of stock at the moment, which is the I've done a t-shirt for the Porsche 917 KH build, so that's going to be coming soon. It's basically the number 20 with the Porsche down the bottom, with the Porsche 917KH and then the World of Wayne on the back of it. So I had it right. Woo! So I got one thing wrong. And, you know, Ali, I got that wrong. So, I found where you live, though, didn't I? I got that area right. No Zero shirts. I need to design something. I need to design some Zero shirts, definitely. I haven't done that yet. I said I've been so busy. Hello, Ian, from Inochdu. I am pronouncing that wrong. When I come up to Scotland, you need to give me elocution lessons in how to pronounce some of these Scottish names correctly. Which I've had once before when I kept pronouncing Dryman when it's Drimmen. And Milgavy rather than Mulguy and all of those. Record a cave video. That'd be excellent. I'd like to get Welcome to the Cave back up and running again. At the weekends from this weekend, I am going to start doing the releasing the DC free Patreon streams. All the way from the first Patreon stream we done from that. Although it's going to happen remotely because I'm not here. I'm down in Portsmouth this weekend. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go see John Russell in chat and have a good old time, having a good old time on the coast. Hopefully get to see the Victory again, or the Warrior, or the Mary Rose, or both. Although I do understand that the Victory's just had one of the masts removed. They had already taken off the top of the mast from the Victory. Now they've taken the whole thing out of one of them. So thanks for the liquid tape idea. It's messy and it smells good, but it does. It works really good. The Zero was way harder. The Zero easily Pack 2 is the hardest thing I've done in any sort of, even wooden model building ships. It was the hardest thing. It was absolutely crazy. But yes, more man cave videos. We want more man cave videos. We need more merch on the map videos or pictures. We need more Welcome to the Cave videos. So if you haven't done one, or you want to update the one that you've had done, then by all means send them to me at wayne@worldofwayne.co.uk and I'll feature them on the channel, definitely. They've never fixed it, Scotsman. They never fixed it. It's been sinking, that's the problem. Because, not sinking literally, because it's in dry dock now, but because of the weight of the ship and it's not in water anymore, it's causing more pressures on the hull. So they had to reinforce the hull. And now they're, I think it was a 25-year restoration, so. Adrian, well look, we're in Port Solent, Adrian. So by all means, on Saturday, we're there from Friday. So by all means, we'll be on the boardwalk area somewhere, I'm sure, on the evening, Saturday evening. So that should be fun. I think we're going to be having a dinner in Wildwood. Some place called Wildwood. It's like a pizza place, I think. Easy Customs, Terminator Pack 11. Nothing's turned up. Nothing's turned up. So this one is the Hachette one. Up to issue 110 that's been done, but I'm still waiting for the Agora one, which hopefully will be here shortly. That's why I've been moving things around. If you see there, look, I've put Terminator on there with a big arrow there, switching things around about when I'm going to have them, because I do need a plan at the moment because there's so many things going on at the moment. Oh, they've been taking it apart because of Death Watch Beetle? Oh my god. I hope that I'll be surprised if it does come this year, but you know, I would like to do that. So did you fix the Zero engine yet? I couldn't see much of the engine at the end of the video to see if it was fixed. It's right at the bottom here. The engine works, it's fixed. I'm missing one exhaust. One of the exhausts snapped off. Other than that, everything's fixed. Everything works, everything's orientated correctly. As far as you're aware, if you look at it and then look at the picture in the instructions, it's exactly the same. So there you go. It's held together with about, 200 of these. I had to go out and buy some more super glue because it's that hard. But there we go. I need to do some more victory videos. As a matter of fact, Spruverse, he's in Oregon at the moment, Phyllis, and he's working on his victory, and he's really going through the planking big time. You have to pre-book at the victory, do I? Ah, that's good. I might get on that now. Oh, right, okay, yeah, well, we're going to be, Mrs. World of Wayne wants to do some retail therapy, not a gun wharf, believe it or not. She wants me to take her to the high street because she's never been there. So that's where we'll be in the morning. And I think I'm meeting John around about 2 o'clock, hopefully, so that's going to be good. Do a short live stream for the victory. I can do. That could be fun, couldn't it? I don't think I did that before. Trouble is, when I do the live streams like that, I can't see any chat on screen, so you just got to put up with me yabbering on. Pretty much what you're doing at the moment, so... It's all good, Bexak. How are you? And you finally got an email from Eagle Moss. This is Dr. Inferno about your regular DeLorean kit starting to end and it's time to push for 159. So hurry, slowly getting there. I've you cleared out the range for your glue. I've had notification that issue 5 of my Enterprise got posted out about 4 days ago. So I'm expecting that any day now. Hence why this could be up in the air. Because as soon as that comes, I'll be putting that straight on the channel as well. But we're going to be doing the victory tonight. The shark's all good. I'm still waiting for the resin. The resin should be here next week. So we're going to be doing the resin pour next week. Should be good. I'm pretty confident with that. Once again, Dockyard tickets still last a year. That's good as well. Now, once again, when I'm building this, I won't be looking at chat so much. So if I miss the chat messages, I apologise. It's because I'm building things. And the good thing tonight is that I've got another camera. I've got another camera on view. So you've got 2 cameras to look at in one go. So I think without further ado, we're going to get straight on it. But before we do, I just want to let you know that the stands that you're going to see me using are available through Mk1a Models. And I've actually, not that card there. Let me try and find. I made a nice card for you. Stand by. There we go. There we go. Mk1a Models. So the stand and the supports that you're going to see me using now, you can get from mk1amodels.com. So they have been a godsend, an absolute godsend. You're going to see tonight how much of a godsend they are. John Russell said I can have a mashed potato in the high street, not to be missed. I haven't been to the high street for years, so I'm always stuck in Gunwharf. But it's all good. No, we're not doing the victory. I was just mentioning the victory. I'm going to see the victory at the weekend, Dr. Inferno, the real one, not the model. But anyway, let's get on with this. So these are the cameras. There we go. Looking good, doesn't it? Right, so now issue 55 is what we're starting with tonight. And as you can see, no, we're not. Is that right? Issue 55? Wait a minute. I want to make sure I'm starting on the right issue. Yes. So issue 55, we're going to be starting to do the right wing flaps, which means we've got some sprues here, some tiny details, some hinge rods to put into place. We're going to be feeding this into this big flap here. Wow, it looks fun. This is pretty much what we did for the other one, which was on the other side of the wing. We did the port wing, didn't we? So I think we'll get this started. I really should have... No, my Terminator parts haven't been... Well, they may have been posted, but I haven't received them yet, Roger. So I'm still waiting for them. So, this is all the stuff. Now, silly me should have really looked at the instructions before I did this stream tonight. So this has got the potential to be a car crash, because I haven't. But that's just me. So let's just tip all of this out and we let the chips fall where they may. Now, this is metal. You probably heard that there. We've got these sprues which are going to need to come off. They're labelled R1 and R2. So I'll use my sprue cutters and get these off. There we go. And then we've got screws, black screws, and they're the pins that we need as well. I haven't cut myself yet, so everything's going good at the moment. And the first thing we need is the little thing, the little hinge that says number 5 is alive. And I'm just looking at all of these. And yeah, it is. I've got it. Number 5. So we're going to be putting one of these pins through the bottom hole just here. Like that. So it's balanced in there. Oh, I remember now. I'm starting to remember what we did last time. It's been so long that we haven't actually done this. So then we're going to take the flap, and this is just going to sit in there. Make sure it's around the right way. No, around the other way. Oops, and now the pin's fallen out. This is going to sit in there like that. That looks good. Are we happy? We're happy. Then we're going to be doing the same thing with this one. Putting the pin through. Same orientation. That's going in there like that. Excellent. And then we're going to be putting these covers on, I'm guessing, to keep them all in one place. Now these are labelled R1, which I'm guessing is going to go on this one here. And then R2 going on the other one there. Do we need to glue these in? Apply a little glue to the recess of the wing flap and fix part R1. Yep, so we need to put a little bit of glue in these. I figured that's what we're going to have to do. But as I said, I've got new glue here. So it's all good. Somewhere on my workstation I've got my glue stick. And I will get this in place. Let's just see how this connects. Okay. Just need some glue in there. Actually, lucky that, I put the wrong one in. So it's R2 that's going in this one. They're slightly different lengths. So that's how you can tell what's going in where. Then the longer one in this side here. I actually thought the first issue I was doing tonight was a motor. So it shows what I know. So I'm just holding that into place just for a second. And then we're going to bring over the Spitfire. And this is where we're going to have fun, because I've got all my stands lined up. So this is the Spitfire here. I've got the stand here. This is from Mk1a Models going under the wing. And the first thing we want to check is that this metal bar cannot go left and right. See, it's going, it moves. When it's in position, you should be able to press down and it shouldn't move. That ensures it's locked into these 2 points here and here. Once we're happy with that, we're going to be putting this on exactly like we did that one there. Now it's going to be going into this indent, kind of like, well, hey, hang on a second, stand by. Kind of like that. One side there and the other side there. And that's going to be held in by the little black screws that we've got. But obviously, gravity, unfortunately, is not my friend. So I'm going to have to put it in manually. Now this is held in by 4 screws, 2 on each side. So I'll put this one in first. That will hold one side in. Oh, you're going to be kidding me. You can see I've just magnetised these. I just want to ping around all over the place. Right. Try that again. Oh, I was very quiet then. Just while that one went in. So that's one in. Danny's in chat. He's there. I think I probably should have put this other bit in first. Get in there. There we go. I'll put this side in and then I can put the rest of them in. Now Michael is my brother. That's not going in. It is now. He's actually ahead of me now because I sent these issues out to him already. So I'm guessing you've already done this if you're watching, Michael. This is all new to me, I have to say. This is number 3 and the last one over this side is number 4. There we go. They're all in tight. That's in place. And that's all there is to do in that stage. So I'm just going to move the Spitfire over again while I get stage 56, which looks, whoops, just like this. And I think it was 56 is the issue that I don't do anything. Let me have a look. Yes, issue 56 got a motor and we've got to put a sticker on it. That's it. So I will demonstrate this for you because, you know, everyone needs to know how to put a sticker on a motor. Okay. This is where everything goes wrong. Once again, I do save these, especially for the stages coming up. I think it's issue 58 where I need a little bit of wire tidy going on. This sticker says M6. So I've got that here. Put that on like that. And there we go. That's the sticker on. And that was issue 56. Issue 57. Can you believe how quick that one was? That was crazy. Issue 57, we got a lot of cogs, electrics, and we're going to be putting some parts on the motor, and we're going to be assembling this little box here, which is actually going to control the flaps. Now, when did we do gears last? That was the X-Wing, wasn't it? God, I'm going to have nightmares of the X-Wing. Let me just turn that over so you can see the other side as well. So that's what that's going to look like when it's done. Oh my God. Yeah, okay. This might take the rest of the stream. Let's try this. I think far too highly of you. I thought you would have done that already, Michael. Oh, God. You haven't got the pressure of building it live. It's not rocket surgery. What, putting stickers on a motor? It's just payback for this section that we're about to do now. So, right, we're going to take the motor. I think I'm going to leave everything in here because it's looking scary. And you've got two little cogs that go on the top of motos. This one here and this one here. It's this one that I want, which I'm going to show you. It's got like a cog at the top, but the rest of it's quite flat. So this is the one that's going on the top of this motor. So I just push that in, I guess there. Now it can fall out, you see, it's balanced on there, but they haven't asked us to glue it in or anything, so I don't feel comfortable gluing it in anyway. Oh, we're about to put it into a case, a housing, which is this one here. So let's do this again. We're going to have this way round. They have the motor coming out towards this side with the round side facing up, so it's the flat sides going in. Stand by. Just looking at this. Is this the bit we need? This doesn't look right. Stand by. I'm just getting some more bits out. This is definitely the piece we need. Right, okay, so it's going to be going... Ah, right, okay. It's going to be going in just like that. So we've got the screw holes facing this side here. Everything looks okay. That's sitting in there okay. That looks excellent. So we're going to screw this in, and we're going to screw it in with 2 times PB screws into this section just there. Now, which ones are PB screws? They call them PB screws, but as you can see, they're not labelled. So where's my... So basically we've got black screws and we've got silver screws. By the look at the pictures, they're using black screws. All the black screws in here look exactly the same, so I'm pretty confident with which ones I'm using. And this will keep this motor into place. So that's the first one. Not too tight, just enough to keep it in. Now all the people that are ahead of me on this, I take it they're going to give us an opportunity to test this, are they, or not? Or are we just going into it completely blind, which is, you know, I guess that's okay. There we go, so that's in. That's completely locked in there, looking like that. Right, then we're going to start building this gear up. So let's get all of these bits out. I need, just looking at how these look, I need this one here. We're going to start doing the gears. Oh, good lord, I hate this. Right, we need the gear that looks like that with this little extrusion on the side. That's going to be going straight into the middle of that hole, just there, like that, with that section facing upright. It's a bit washed out on the camera, unfortunately, but trust me, it's in there. We want to have that directional all the way to this side here. So that tab that's coming out the side, they want it in that position just there. Yep, that looks good. Then we're going to be putting the tiny gear in that looks like that with teeth, like the first one, except it's actually got teeth down the bottom as well. That's going to go next to it into that section there. We haven't had to put any pins through that yet. That's a little bit concerning. Oh, this is where we put the pin in. So I've got the pin here. That's just going to go through the top of that one all the way down. So far so good. Then we're going to take the fine wire. Now this is what people are talking about. This is not metal, it is like cotton. I'm trying to describe this. This is like, it's like a silk cotton really. Yeah, weird. Very weird material that is, I have to say. But they want that to be in the centre of that middle cog that we just put in before. So it's going to be in kind of like that. That's looking good. Once that's in, we're going to be closing this up with this section here. I'm making sure I've got it round the right way. So, hang on a second. Stand by. So this section here is going to be furthest away from those cogs there. And I'm going to try and get this in first time. Just making sure I'm not pinching anything. But that will go on like that. That looks good. I think. Stand by. Why does my picture look different? My picture looks different. Alright, no, that is right. That's right. Cool. Okay, we're happy. We're going to put these in with these black screws as well. I should have really looked at the instructions. Go and lube it. Oh, I'll lube it later. I was having a discussion with someone once who said that nylon cogs are self-lubricating, but I've never seen a nylon cog that hasn't been lubricated. Make sure you put the grey cable across the centre bore. You screw everything together. Yep, yeah, I'll put it across that centre bore, because obviously that's when the motor spins, it's gonna tangle this up, isn't it, and twist it all around. But yeah, I ensured I did that, so I figured that's how this is probably going to work. I don't know about the cotton though. It feels very fragile. It feels very fragile. So that's all of these in. Now I'm conscious that this area here, they're all in. We've got to fix the gear housing parts in. So we take the motor now that we just worked on. That's going to go on top of this to keep this in place. So I'm guessing, as you can see, it's pretty easy actually. The motor's going to go into that indent there, and we're going to be securing it in with screws here. That pin's going to be held in to the hole that we've got on the other side of this here. So we're putting that on top like this. Hopefully that pin will engage, which it has. Perfect, just like that. And that's going to be held in with PB screws as well. These black screws, they're taking up this whole build. So that's the first one, and the second one here. I'm very conscious that I've got a I've got a label I haven't put on yet. Why have I got a label? But that's that in place. I'm just having a look around. Ah, we've got this LED. Right. We can put that to one side now. There should be no harm of that falling apart. But we are going to be putting the label L9 on this one. So that's just going to go on here. And then it's going to get difficult. Right, so I'm just going to tidy myself up a bit, because I'm going to need to bring the plane over, and I've got to figure out where this is going. So I'm just looking at the instructions. Right, first off, we've got this red lens, which is going to go into that big hole that we can see down the middle there, just like that. Then we're going to be putting the LED into that lens, like that. It just sits in there, I'm guessing. Doesn't ask me to fold it down because, right, then we're going to be putting that motor we just created on top of it, pinching the LED in between this section here. Right, stand by. I'm going to just about to get very quiet, so it's probably better to have that way round. Gotcha. Right, that looks good. That's in place. Everyone's happy, and I believe that's going to be held down with silver screws. It is. We've got the silver screws. So I'll put one in this side. Oh, that went good. See what I mean about these stands? Look, I can put lots of pressure on that and not worry about me buckling the undercarriage. There's the second one. That's in nice and tight. These are pretty, yep, even on both sides. And that is all there is to do in that stage. That went well. Make sure you put the wire in the slot of the motor. That's what I've just done. That's right, isn't it? They've got it going off in this direction for some reason, but it is definitely in that slot there. The wire here is in the slot in the middle. Yeah, everything's good. I think we're happy. We'll soon find out when we're not. So I'm going to put that to one side. And the last stage, issue 58. Now, I've heard rumour of this one, that this could be a little bit of a tricky nightmare. But we'll see. So we're going to be creating the first flap. Now, this flap's going to attach to the bigger one. And then we're going to be attaching what we've just connected to that flap to operate it. And then we're going to do the same on the other side as well. So basically, when we finish this, we're going to have a complete working flap system. So I think I'm going to take this one slowly. This is going to be pretty crazy. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to take someone's advice there and have a mouthful of drink. What's the time? 20 minutes to do this. Oh, perhaps I don't need rum when doing this. This is going to be a bit difficult, I think, but we'll see. Okay, so this is what everything in that pack looks like. Pretty much colour coded, this one. So the first thing we need, they're calling them flanges. Take the 2 flanges with holes. We have got writing on these, which is quite interesting. And I'm going to lay this out exactly like they've got in the picture, so I don't go wrong. So that's going to go exactly like that. Okay, so far so good. Then we're going to take a pin out. Just going to find the pin. Which are these? Now these pins have got a rough end and a soft end. When we put them in, the soft end goes in first and the rough end's going to hold it in place. They've got it going in from this direction. So I'm going to line that up, push that through. I'm probably going to need my glasses for this, but we'll see. Get in there. Nope, don't want to go in. Try that again. I'm being very quiet. Just while that lines up. Right, so that's going in. We've got to get it out the other side as well. I'm not happy with how that's looking. Stand by. And then we're going to be using our screwdriver to push that all the way in. Which is good, but I'm still not happy with that. This is where I'm going to lose my fingers. I know I am. I'm going to use the flat end here. See if I can get that in a bit further. Yep, that's all the way in there. So, we've got one in. Thank God that worked. Right, okay. Then we're going to be bringing the plane over. We'll do the rest in a minute, I think. This is going to get a little bit tricky now. Now I'm working on this side, so I'll put a stand. Look, I've got 2 of these stands. So we're going to be working on this side here. Pull that forward, just on the... Right, how does this go? I'm looking at the picture, so it's going to go in this way. And this hole that we've got here is going to take the pin that we've got on that side of the flap. Kind of like that. And then these 2 parts of the flange that we had are going to go over the top of those sections there. So that's 2 in. I'm just going to move away this lead, which I've just pinched in now, which I shouldn't have done. I should have moved that first. So I'm going to have to take that out again, aren't I? Stand by. Wayne, why did you do that? Make sure that you've moved that out the way. Otherwise, as you can see, you're going to have a bad time. I can't get the thing out now. Oh, it's a typical Tuesday night. There we go. Right, that's out. Put that back in. Excellent. Everyone's happy. I'm just going to move that down again. So I've got half and half. Perfect. So that's in place there. How do we keep that into place? We've got some PWM screws which have got flanges on them. And they look in the pictures to me. I'm just looking, they're silver. It's the silver ones. The silver flanged ones. And we're only putting 1 in that. And that's going to be going in. Hoping you can see this okay. Let me just have a look. There's my finger. Yep. It's going to be going in the larger hole just here to keep that into place. So. That one's in nice and tight. Then, oh my God. Right, okay. Right, we need to cut a part off this sprue. Which basically looks like a little keyhole pattern, this one here. Because we're going to be locking in that wire that we just put in. Now, that's going to be going, we can look at the picture. That's the L there. Stand by. Just having a look where it's going. Okay, it's going to be going... It doesn't make any sense. Hang on a second. It's going into that right, so they've got it going into there, but it can't attach to anything, can it? I'm looking at the picture. Hang on a second. So it's right. Take part A. Fit the anchor on the fine end of the cable so that the wire runs through the slot. The photo shows the cable threaded through part A. Ah, right. Okay, and then it's going into this section right here. Right. Okay. So what we need to do is take the little anchor section on here, wedge it into that section there, and then put the whole lot into this part of the flap here, so it's all locked in. Okay, how do we keep that in? Now it wants me to use a 1x4x3mm screw. The trouble is the anchor is obviously going to take up all the room in there. So I'm a little bit confused about that. Perhaps it doesn't fit flat like I've got it. Perhaps it fits at an angle. Let's try that. Stand by. I'm confused at how this is going. Oh, I see. Right, it goes all the way out of this. Right, okay. So we've got to thread this all the way through. I get you now. Should read the instructions. Thread this all the way through. Just like that till it comes out the other side here. I might have to put my glasses on for this. Nope, I've got it. Then we can put this into place where it goes, and then we pull it back on itself. Right, I'll get the little tiny screws that this is going in. These look to be little tiny silver ones. Don't move. Don't move. You don't remember doing this? Well, this is what the picture says I've got to do, so I'm doing this. Now this is going to be trailing eventually down this channel right there, but I'll get this screw in without pinching the wire. I'm a bit confused about this. See, in one picture they've got it going all the way out. Let me just put that in, and then the next they haven't. It's got to go... This doesn't make any sense to me. I'm looking at the picture. Wire runs through the slot as indicated. The photo shows, but then it's not running through the slot afterwards. I need help. See, now when this goes back, you see, I've got this anchored in. Is that how it's meant to be? It doesn't look like the picture, but that's the only way that is going to hold itself in. I'm just going to put the second bit in so you can get an idea of what I look. So the second section, we're just going to take this part off the sprue here. I'm just looking at chat, so be sure to shout at me. It does stick out. Yeah, I was going to say it has to stick out. There's no way it can't stick out. We're going to be putting a little section in here which is going to be facing into the... Oh God, where's this go? Right, hang on, stand by. I'm just looking at this. Right, okay, so this is going to go... So we've got the screw in there. So it's going to go into this hole just here, and it's going to be... Just checking what way round. It's going to be this way round here. So we've got a sort of like a curve on this. This is going to be going into there like that. And it's going to be held in with... is it held in with anything? I don't think this is held in. It's saying it's not held in. So that's going to go on like that. And then this wire is going to go through it. Stand by. Kind of like that. I'm guessing we're going to have some sort of top to put on this. But it's going to go round that section eventually. They don't want us to put that in yet anyway. But we're going to do exactly the same thing on the other side. That was a bit challenging. So, exactly the same way. I'll just move this out of the way. God, this is a little bit tricky, isn't it? But this time it's going to be the other way around. So this one's going to go like this. This will be going in like that. Once again, we're going to be putting the pin through this side. I should be able to whiz through it now. We'll see. Making sure we put the right end in first to hold this together. Whoops, the daisies. I think this is the hardest bit to do. There we go, that's in. In from the other side, and then I'll use my screwdriver to pin that all the way home. This is tough. See, now these parts are only, there we go, that's in. Looking like that, absolutely lovely. Bring over the plane again. Exactly like we did last time. Making sure that wire's clear, which it is. So this is going to go onto the wing, or onto the flap that we've already got in there. Stand by. Get in there. I'm being very quiet. There we go. And then that's going to go into those channels there on both sides. Perfect. Held in. Can you see this okay? Let me look at my finger. Yep, held in with a silver screw, just like last time. All the way in. That looks okay. Just looking at both of those. Yep, we're good. Then we've got to do, where's my sprue? Take off that funny anchored one. Yes, with a flange screw. Yeah, I have got some black flange screws, so I guess that's what I put over the top of that to keep that in place. I'll do that afterwards. I figured that. We're going to thread this side through here, exactly like they just told us to do last time. It's going to go exactly the same way. Just got to get it in here. That's easier said than done. It's like threading a needle. How I got the other one in, I don't know. I'm just having a look again how this one went. Right, okay. So it is right. I just need to get this in properly. Where's me tweezers? I've got these for a reason. Right, okay. Get in there. Please get in there. Please get in there. Aha, gotcha. Right. So that comes out here. And that's going to fit on the aileron. Or the wing, sorry. This is the flap, isn't it? Not the aileron. Put a little tiny screw in there. Which doesn't want to go in. Don't move. You need 200 pairs of hands for this. Try that again. Take care, Tom. See you later. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate that. It's a little bit stressful tonight's build. Why do I keep choosing to do builds like this during a live stream when I know that there's 100 things that can go wrong? Now I can pull that back through if it hasn't pinched, which it hasn't. Excellent. And then we've just got this last section to take off the sprue, which, as I've just found out, will be standing into will be held in. Stand by. Just seeing how this one goes. So this one's going same place but into there. It actually fits over the slots of these coming down here. And then we need to pass the cable through and screw it down with one of these black flange screws here. So let's do this. So I'm going to make it nice and tight, I think, for the minute. That's going to go on like... Oh, God. I don't want it pinched, you see, so I'm trying to put it in that channel so I can get this flange screw in here. There we go. and I'm hoping that that still has enough give to move, which it does. Got to do the same on this one. So that one is all the way down. We'll be putting this cable here into that section. Oh, this is fiddly. I think trying to find if you wanted to make that cable metal, I know we've had this conversation, Dan Goldman. I don't think metal's going to work. But that is in. I just want to make sure I've got some, it's still able to move there, which it is. Wow. Is that it? Have I done it all? I think I've done it all. I've done it all. That's it. That was stage 58 completed. That was fun, wasn't it? Check that out. And I've deliberately put the wires forward on this because I want to demonstrate where the cockpit goes, because I did play with this earlier. And as you can see, the front section of the cockpit here is going to fit over that section just there. So the cockpit will be going in like that. So that is what the Spitfire is going to look like when it's done. I'm pretty proud we got through that. I have to say, if I just turn it on its side a little bit. There we go. That's what that looks like. 4 episodes of the Spitfire. But it's a shame that we're not going to be able to test it, are we? Which is a bit of a pain. So the first I'm going to know it's not working, I guess, is well, can you imagine having to take all that apart again? I don't know. I take it everyone did that. It's a bit unclear that the anchors need to be outside of those little hooks, but they can't be inside. They'll just fall straight back out again. So I've got mine on the outside. I don't think it matters though, does it? I think it should have been made of nylon. It would be much more better. Yeah, like a fishing wire, I guess. There must be a reason why they've made it out of cotton. The problem with fishing wire, I'll tell you what it is. The problem with fishing wire, it's got a memory to it. As you probably know, that if you've cast off in a reel, it still keeps that reel bend. If it's going inside that centre spindle and it's getting really tight, when it undoes, it will still be all tight and get tangled. So with cotton, that won't happen because it hasn't got a memory to it. I'm guessing that's why that's like that. So we'll have to see. Dr. Inferno, you still got your kits in the bag and got a few of them mods from Chloe for the Christmas tree, you mean, Flux and Power mod, and once they show up I'm going to start building it finally. You will enjoy that. Dentafloss, yes. Chris, why didn't you suggest that? I can't see why Dentafloss. I mean, but then Michael, I mean, what advantage is Dentafloss going to have over that nylon stuff there? I don't think there's going to be a lot. I can't see that breaking. So, Steve, you tested it. Just undone the screws and loosen the string again. It just winds up inside the casing. I figured that's what it does. How did you test it? Did you plug it into... What's the motor? Let me have a look. So the motor that's coming off of this, yeah, it could probably go into a test. I don't want to test it. I really don't. Because if it tangles, I'll be really upset. Things have been going wrong the last 2 weeks. I need things to go right. That actually went right tonight, which is like Tuesday night. That never happens. Who said that? Hang on. Mrs. Welder Wayne has just designed the best t-shirt ever. Oh my god. This t-shirt was Mrs. Welder Wayne's idea, just so you know. Oh, did they say to test the motor before assembly? Ah, you see, that's why I should read the instructions, isn't it? I'm going to assume it's working. If it isn't, then I know what to do. I know how to take it apart again. Thank you for joining us, Michael, and hello, Sata. I keep saying it wrong. Hello, Jim. Sata. Hello, Sata's models. Sata. I've got to remember that. Oh, is it finished? Is it, Graham? Let me have a quick look. Stand by. Right. I'm looking in my messenger. The computer's plodding along tonight. Oh, right. Okay. Oh, wow, that looks amazing. What did you use for the screen? That is excellent. I'm going to try and... I don't know if this is going to work. Stand by. I'm going to put it on studio mode. Then I'm going to add a scene. Capture a window. That one. That's it. Okay, so one of the Vincents I had, I sent to Graham Loki to paint, and he has finished. And look how this looks. How cool is that? That looks absolutely brilliant. Well done, Graham. You'll be pleased to know that I'm building Vincent at the moment, and at the moment I've done his brain and I'm starting to work on that top cap section, and it's about this big on me. It's half the size of Mrs. Welder Wayne's doll's house. So obviously she's not amused at all. But there you go. All fun. That's a great job. What are you going to do with it, Graham? Needle point thread work. It can't have a memory for it. That's the only thing. Because I said it gets in that spindle, it's going to create a complete mess. It would be a complete nightmare, Arsena. So I'm just trusting the fact that the motor works. I'm sure it does. You half look forward to that. I think gaming with Jacoby, that will be the easy part. That engine, trying to line up the doing the pipe work was easy as well. Just trying to line up the back section with the cylinders and then the exhaust into the cylinders was a living nightmare. Absolute living nightmare. Pillar modes. Picture Wayne in his workstation doing a live stream and capturing stating, and once you install that last piece, you completed the model spaceship. I get emotional when I finish models. Have you noticed that? You do see them. You forward to some of the end, especially the Millennium Falcon. God, I got really emotional for that one. So use non-flax dental wash, dental floss. Yeah, that could work. I just can't see what the difference is with that, because you're going to have to create an anchor on the other ends of them as well. I don't know. But it's supposed to be a boat. Ba-boom. The same type motor on the Bismarck. Yeah, funny you should say that, D. I do have a couple of spare motors of those. So if the motor doesn't work, I've got a couple of spares which I know work. So it's all good. Everyone loves the Vincent. It does look good, doesn't it? You wait to see the full size one though. That's going to be crazy. You've been tearing your hair out. It went a lot easier than I thought. Issue 58 sort of like was advised that it's going to be a bit of a challenge for me. So I knew that was going to be a bit of a challenge. You just snip them to fit flush. I mean, look, I'm gonna. What's the time? Look, we've got 3 minutes. I will show you. I will show you, and you can get an idea of what it looks like. Hang on. All right. So after everything's said and done, this. Oops, dropping my microphone. This is the Zero motor. So clip that back onto myself. Stand by. Right. So this is the Zero motor. Now what I didn't demonstrate before was, see, I've just moved one of the blinking things again now, is that obviously this top comes off. So you can actually see the motor inside. So there's the motor there. All in there. Look, one of my fingers has already fallen out. I'm going to have to plug that one back in as well. Around there. I'll do that later. But that is what the motor looks like. As you can see, I have got an exhaust missing on this side here. Just there. But they're all in. As you know, the propeller works because you've seen it working. And it's the correct way round now. But it was an absolute living nightmare. But the funny thing is, once it's on the shelf, I'm never going to see that again. So this will probably be on forever and ever. Just like that. But that is what the Zero motor looks like. That way round. That's the top. Yeah, pretty interesting, huh? But yeah, all fun. Oops, I've just had an exhaust fall out. You see, the thing's just falling to bits on me. I'm going to have to fix that afterwards as well. Why did I get that out? But there we go. Now you can see the pain that I've had in doing that. You sent something on Messenger. Can you leave it till Thursday? Have a lot more. I will leave it till Thursday, D. We're coming to the end now anyway. So, but I will fix that motor before I go to bed tonight. Got to find the bit that just fell off. Put that back in. Story of my life. But listen, thanks for joining me tonight. I'm glad that wasn't so much of a car crash. It actually worked pretty well. This video is going to be on the channel. Now, tomorrow I'm going to have the Bismarck videos. It'll probably be later in the day, though, because 4 issues of the Bismarck normally take quite a long time to film and edit. But we'll have to see. And then tomorrow night on the Patreon stream, we're going to be building the DC3 again, which is just there at the moment. All ready to go for tomorrow. So, thank you for joining me. You take care of yourselves. See you later.